Good evening, folks. How you doing?
Hi.
I got my son Orion with me here today because we're going to go through a video of my time at the Virginia Kayak Anglers Elite Championship Round, the Snakehead Tournament. I didn't do well. I'm not proud of my performance. What we're going to do, though, is use it as a learning experience. The first thing I did wrong in this video, son, I set my alarm, but guess what I set my alarm for? I didn't set it for AM. What I set it for? PM. So the first thing I messed up in this tournament is that I ended up leaving about an hour and a half to 2 hours later than I planned. I wasn't able to get on the water when I wanted to or check in when I wanted to. So I went to water I normally wouldn't have fished. It was messed up from the start. I didn't even, you know what I didn't pack? And to keep in mind temperatures, I didn't pack any food. What else didn't I pack? Water. So I'm out here in the blazing heat. You're gonna see me dunk my hat later in this video because I was freaking hot. But for right now, let's get this video started and let's evaluate my performance.
Let's laugh at you.
Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna do. Let's get it started. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, so here's the first one. All right, now watch carefully. Watch carefully here on the screen around this area over here. Keep watching. See my lure? See that? Now, you see, I kept the lure in the strike zone. I did good with that, but he didn't come back and get it, so it didn't matter. A lot of times though, folks, snakeheads will come back and get it. So here we go. You ready? Watch for it. My lure's right out here. Watch. Oop. Yes! Oh! I sure did. Now, in this one, folks, it's like I gave him a second. I did a good hook set, full range of motion, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. But there is one thing you can do. You know what that is? Well, I'm about to explain it. Listen right here. Listen closely. All right. I didn't want to bend these hooks up any more than I already have, but I'm gonna have to. Can't be having that, y'all. Can't be having that in the championship round of a tournament. It ain't gonna go well. Yeah, so what I'm talking about there, folks, is that I had already bent these hooks slightly up and out on this Teckle honker. Even that wasn't enough. I didn't want to bend them out anymore. Do you know why?
Because that's bad for your lure.
It's bad for the lure if you're fishing inside of these.
Yeah, it's gonna get stuck on the water stuff.
It's gonna get stuck on all those pad stalks. Very good, son. So you do want to bend them up and out a little bit, but not too much if you're fishing pad fields because you're gonna get snagged up if you do. All right, let's go to the next catch. Well, the next almost catch, because we haven't caught one yet, have we?
We have not.
It's been a rough morning. That's 2 fish we've missed so far, right?
Yep.
Here we go. Next step. You ready? You watching? Watch me right here. Ooh. He missed it. And again, I kept it in the strike zone. Again, I did the right thing. Was I rewarded?
No.
No. No, I was not. Eventually I'll get rewarded in this video, but it takes a while. He wanted it. I mean, he knocked that thing like 3 feet to the right. Ah, missing fish. Let's get to the next one. Here we go again. That's not a bass. That's not a bass. That's a snake. It's a big snake too. Same deal though. He missed it again. Now, what did I not do on that one? Did you read it right there? I got it on the screen.
Didn't verify fish had flaws.
Yes. When you get bit by snakehead, a lot of times, or any topwater fish for that matter, you got to make sure they have it. And if they don't, keep it in the strike zone. A lot of times it pays off. Hasn't paid off yet, but a lot of times it does. Ready for the next mishap?
Nope.
No, you're not ready? Because I'm not ready either, son. I'm reliving some painful memories here. Yes, this day did not go well. But here we go anyway. You ready?
Oh.
What did I not do again?
Once again, you didn't verify if the fish had a frog.
And you know what's happening here? I started out doing the right thing, didn't I? And I'm getting more and more frustrated because I'm in a championship round of a tournament, getting all kinds of blow-ups, and I can't connect to save my life. This is one of the hardest times, son, to not get frustrated and start doing stupid stuff.
Yep.
Let's see what I do. Once again, what?
You didn't verify if the fish had a frog.
I surely did not. Maybe I'll improve soon, you think?
Maybe.
Maybe. Here we go. I think I make a different mistake on this one. Check it out.
Oh,
Did you hear that?
you missed it.
Missed it. I kept it in the strike zone.
Ding.
Yes. Now you know what the problem was.
I knew it.
Yay.
I knew it.
Said -2.
A weak hook set. Folks, that's one thing that you cannot even remotely stand to have out there is a weak hook set. All I did was kind of stand up and put pressure on that rod instead of reeling down and setting the hook
Yeah.
like a competent fisherman, like a competent snakehead fisherman.
Competent.
Today I was apparently cosplaying as an incompetent snakehead fisherman, man. Here we go.
Oh, oh. How the did that not hook up? How?
Nope.
I need to calm down. Calm down, Steve. Calm down. A lot of snakehead in this little area. Calm down, buddy.
Yeah, in the beginning I got a few points, and now I've been doing nothing but losing points. At the end, I'm going to show you the total number of points that I got.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be the negative.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Here we go. Watch here, son. Watch how close I'm fishing with this fish right here.
Y'all.
Now, a lot of places in this pad field, you have a giant leaf, and your frog will be behind it, and you can't even see if the snakehead grabs it. So sometimes you got to set the hook, or at least reel down and see if you feel pressure. So I don't always count points against myself when I can't see the frog at all and I get a hit. But that one, the fish was right next to the kayak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I have an excuse on that one? No. No, I really didn't.
I can't connect to save my life. Yeah, that fish that was sitting here, that was a big fish. That one was a big one. There's some good movement. Stay on. Stay on. All right, y'all. We finally might make it on the board. There we go. I don't know truly how many blow-ups I've had without catching a fish, but suffice it to say, it's a lot. I mean, I've had no less than at least 10 or 15 hits today. This is the first fish I've actually managed to hook up on. Oh, he's off the hook. He is off the hook. There we go. All right, got our own grips. Now, the only way this fish is going to help me is if today is a 5-fish limit winner type day, and I don't think it is. I think today is going to be a shootout. I think a lot of fish are going to be caught. Somewhere there's somebody who's getting the same amount of hits that I am and actually connecting on their fish. there she is, folks. One last look at her. Thank you for finally being one who actually got it in their mouth.
I said, have you ever gotten below third place in a tournament?
Yes, I have. In this tournament right here. This was a rough tournament, y'all. This is probably one of my performances that pains me the most, because I was just tore up from the floor up, man. I didn't wake up on time. I didn't bring water. I didn't bring snacks. I didn't bring other pieces of gear.
I could have helped.
Well, I couldn't really have you help too much in this because that'd be cheating. It's a tournament. You know what I'm saying? If I were to have you help me in a tournament, that wouldn't be fair to other competitors. You know what I'm saying? You saw me set the hook. It was a solid hook set. What else did I do when I was reeling that fish in?
You yank.
I kept pressure on, right? To haul them out of those weeds. You got to keep that pressure on to haul those fish out of those weeds if you really want to have a shot at landing them. And luckily for this one, I did. So we're finally on the board. At long last, son. Yay! At long last, we are on the board. All right. Moving right along.
Great ambush spots along where I just casted. Oh, I spooked him. I spooked him because of the pad. Oh! He missed it. Missing fish, bro. God, these fish are missing today. Slowly driving me insane. Jesus, do you see that? You talk about spooking hard, bro.
Snakehead running away from the frog. Snakehead's this big, right? Frog is this big. And that's what he ran away from. And it happens more often than you think. And do you think it's because snakehead are bloodthirsty killers? No, because what would a bloodthirsty killer do?
No.
Eat the dang frog. What did he do? Yeah, he ran away. Here's the next one, buddy. Check it out.
How could you?
I don't know, man. I was frustrated, dehydrated.
Really talking about that.
I don't know.
I really did. Oh.
I kept it in the strike zone. But then what did I do?
You didn't make sure it had the frog.
Once again, how many times is that now? 5, 6, 7, 8, you think? It's been a lot. Whatever it is, it's been a lot.
93.
Here we go.
Oh, movement.
Now this is one of those instances I was talking about. Sometimes when you're fishing these really thick pad fields, you just cannot see the frog, let alone whether or not the fish has it. So sometimes, I mean, I guess you could try to reel down and then see if you feel the fish. But either way, I didn't do that. So I'm going to dock myself half a point on this one.
Oh. Yes. God, it feels good to have another fish in the boat, folks. So I have been riding the struggle bus today. She ain't super long, but she's a thick one. Look at that. Probably about 24. We will, of course, find out in a moment. Well, that's one way to do it. She'll come in about 25 1/4 actually. Nice. That's uploading. There's that little fatty. Thank you, beautiful.
Now, at this point in the day, I think we're probably around 12 o'clock or so. Tournament ends right around 3. It's also about 90 degrees at this point. I'm wearing waders, a long sleeve shirt.
What time did you get there at?
That's a good question. I think I got there around 5:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30, whatever time check-in was, is when I got there. You know what time I wanted to get there?
What?
About 3:30 or 4 o'clock. Because that way I could have launched, gotten to the water I actually wanted to fish instead of this water, been in position and ready to go. And guess what? The guys who were on time got to the water I wanted to fish. Guess how they did?
Oh, awesome.
They had their limit of snakehead in the first hour. And I'm over here riding the struggle bus.
Oh, get on to this guy.
A few moments later.
That's one reason I wear that boonie cap. 1, it keeps the sun off my neck. I get sunburnt real quick. 2, I can soak this sucker, put it on my head, and stay cool, man. Because I'm telling you, when it gets hot out there and you don't bring water, yeah, it helps, man. Because I was getting woozy. When I say I was getting woozy, I mean I was getting woozy out there. But yeah, I'm about to fall in. That's what's up.
Oh.
A little bit of deja vu, huh? I may have done that once or twice by now.
I definitely saw movement. Oh. I did see movement.
You watch it though. This is where I have my follow-on
Still
frog,
there.
folks.
Nice cast. There he is. There he is.
You see it there? Okay. So in fact,
Number
so
3.
I can't catch fish.
Now he initially hit,
I know.
On the
It
tackle?
happens occasionally.
and then I followed up with the tactical fishing frog. It's a popping frog right here. There we go. All right, it ain't a big one. But hey, it's number 3. You should be able to see that. That's a beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. Coloration on her, just gorgeous. Card is visible. Lip on the bump board's visible. And I'm gonna call her 21. The last upload is still at 16%. Beautiful fish. Thank you for the ride. All right, folks, that's number 3. But I'm still trying to submit catch number 1. Catch number 2 is submitted. Catch number 3, I can't even start to try to submit because I still got this other one trying to load.
One more lost. And on that one, I mostly did everything right. I even applied multiple hook sets to him.
Oh, folks,
Oh, folks.
I tell you, it's been a day.
Tell you it's bad. Here's how to do.
You know my sayings?
No.
No, apparently you do because you're saying them before I say them. I kept it in the strike zone. Let the record show I kept it in the strike zone. Watch this though. Follow on cast.
Movement. Yes. Take it. Oh crap! Get on the.
Take that. Get caught by my phone. You just got Kambotrouted.
All right, son. So, to the folks at home here watching us, how many mistakes do you think I made out? What was my most common mistake out there?
You didn't verify if the fish had the frog.
And I did that once or twice?
More like 1,000.
More like 1,000 times? Yeah, I think you're about right, Diddy. Oh my God. Aside from that, what other kind of mistakes did I make to kick off this day? Did I arrive on time?
You did not.
Why?
Because you set your alarm for PM instead of AM.
So, I'm gonna ask again then. What was the first mistake I made around this day?
You didn't get food or water?
I didn't bring food or water. Even before that,
You didn't set the correct time to wake up?
yeah, because instead of setting my alarm for about 1:30 a.m., what did I set it for?
1:30 PM.
Let's make one thing clear. The tournament itself was very well run. VKAE did a great job down there. Who didn't do a great job
This guy.
and has 2 thumbs? This guy. I repeatedly made the same mistakes down there. I got frustrated. I didn't have water. I couldn't even keep my head in the game hardly because I was so just uncomfortable in the water and frustrated. I ended up finishing the day, I think we had 15 folks out there or so. Somewhere in that ballpark. I think I came in 9th. I'll correct that if I'm wrong in this video here at the end. But very well run tournament. I highly recommend that if you haven't fished VKAE yet, check out their tournaments. It's a great time. All right, son. Are there any other lessons we should impart to the viewers before we call it a night?
This video is sponsored by Raid Shadowlight.
No, it is not. No, it is not. 100% it's not. That's pretty funny though, man. All right, son. Thanks for joining me in the video. And y'all will be seeing more of him on the water with me pretty soon.
Bye.
All right, y'all. What?
I almost forgot.
Oh, you want to show them what you made? There you go. What did you make, man? The Millennium Falcon. My son is a Lego devotee, man. And he puts them together in the span of like a day with a project like this big. It's insane how well he puts those together, but good job, dude. And then what I'm gonna do for this part right here in the video, there you go. There you go. All right, good job, dude. Go ahead. All right, y'all. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Don't make the mistakes that I made.
Don't.
And have a good one.
We already did it. You can't.